evening. You're watching a brand new week of Left, Right and Centre. I'm Nidhi Razdan. Tonight, Arvind Kejriwal challenges Kiran Bedi to a public debate before the Delhi elections, but she says no. Does India need to have a US style of debate among candidates? And is the projection of Kiran Bedi as Chief Minister going to help or hurt the BJP? Also tonight, we'll be joined by the new Chief of the Censor Board as controversy grows over the composition of this board that has many members that have links to the BJP and the RSS. Has the censor board been totally politicized, whether it's the UPA or the NDA? But first tonight, the BJP may have pulled off a coup by inducting and anointing Kiran Bedi as their chief ministerial candidate, but it seems that all is not well within the party. You can see their shots earlier today at the BJP headquarters protests there by supporters of Satish Upadhyay, the Delhi BJP chief, who were protesting against the fact that he hasn't got a ticket in these elections. The scenes, in fact, turned so ugly at one point that the police had to be called in order to maintain calm. Meanwhile, earlier today, Arvind Kejriwal challenged Kiran Bedi for a public debate before the elections, but she has refused, saying that she'll only debate him on the floor of the House. The question that the AAP is now asking is why she's running away from a public debate. So many things to talk about tonight, many aspects of this Delhi election, how Kiran Bedi's anointment as chief ministerial candidate will impact the BJP, whether it will help or hurt them, and really the question of whether we should have American-style debates between candidates here in India as well. Well, joining us tonight on the program is Jaiveer Shergill, news spokesperson of the Congress Party. Ajoy Bose, author and columnist, here in the studio with us. Shahid Siddiqui also joins us tonight. Shazia Ilmi. Shazia, it feels really strange tonight to introduce you as a member of the BJP, but we're doing that for the first time. Thank you so much to all of you for joining us. We'll be joined by the representative of the Aam Aadmi Party shortly. Let's first talk about the impact, Ajoy Bose, of Kiran Bedi's anointment. You saw those scenes of Satish Upadhyay's supporters very upset today. Is this a one-off, or do you think there could be more such scenes?
Well, that was always the danger, because, I mean, after all, Kiran Bedi at the last moment coming in from the outside, that would have created some heartburn. And of course, ticket distribution is tricky. So some people have been denied. So there will be this, and there may be some other protests. But I think overall, I don't see there going to be a huge revolt in the BJP. But there is no question.
That's because she clearly has the backing of Amit Shah and Narendra
Modi. Yeah, absolutely. And these people run a tight ship.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's no question that they will allow it to get out of hand. However, it is going to be tough. I mean, I feel sorry for Kiran Bedi, I know, for a very long time, because she's just come in. She's got hardly 20 days, to win this election. And to have this kind of discontent is going to be, I mean, she's going to face a huge challenge. And this is something which the BJP should have calculated, because I think personally they should have gotten Kiran Bedi long before. If she had to come in, she should have come many months ago. So there would have been some time to explain to party workers why she's come in. So okay. I think it was a hasty move.
Shazia, I'll take that to you. It's interesting because you're, of course, new to the BJP yourself. Much of the talk in the last 24 hours has been about how somebody who joined the party just 4 days ago is now, suddenly the chief ministerial candidate. Don't you think that would cause a great amount of unease at some level to various party workers and leaders? And that was reflected today in what we saw. All right, I think we've lost that line to Shazia. I'll take that to Shahid Siddiqui. Shahid Siddiqui, your take on this?
Nidhi, Delhi election is becoming interesting by the day. I feel that BJP has inducted Kiran Bedi at the right time because BJP was facing this crisis of leadership, and if she had come earlier, the revolt would have been much sharper, and she would have found much more difficulty. Now, in the midst of the battle, there won't be a real revolt against Kiran Bedi. But saying that things are not going to be easy for Kiran Bedi or for BJP, because every day things are changing in a way, and Kejriwal is taking the bull by the horns, as we saw today, going to Krishnanagar, from where Kiran Bedi has decided to contest. And at the moment, it's a triangular contest, with Congress also able to pull votes in number of seats. But by the time we come to the polling dates, I think there will be a polarization, and Congress may be marginalized, and that polarization may help Aam Aadmi Party. So it's not going. Things are not decided as yet; they are still fluid.
Very, very interesting. I think you're one of the few commentators, though, who is at least kind enough to call this a triangular contest. People have not been so kind to the Congress in recent debates, and Jaiveer is laughing. But Shazia, I'll take this question to you if you can hear me now. That, how would you reflect on this? You're also, of course, new to the BJP, but the fact that there would be rumblings within the party that somebody who just joined is now suddenly the chief ministerial candidate, I'm sure you would admit that that is a challenge that Kiran Bedi will face.
Yes, indeed, that is a challenge. But the benefit that this gives you, as opposed to the rumblings that you mentioned in protests, so the benefit far outweighs the little grievances and complaints some people can have. So, the entire argument of Aam Aadmi Party was that they don't have a candidate. They don't have a candidate. Now the candidate is none less than Kiran Bedi, somebody known to Delhi, with a huge brand recall. Tough lady, tough cop with a great public perception. So I think what it means for BJP is a huge plus. Yes, there is a minus, but the plus outweighs the minus. People would be unhappy. She would be considered as somebody being brought in from outside, but a lot of people would also call it inclusive, pragmatic, and sensible.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's how you look at it. Jaiveer wants to come in before I open this up on the other question tonight.
No, I have a different take on this. During elections, we always hear loyalties, principles and moralities are all expendable virtues. Winning is the only valid currency. And this principle squarely applies to Ms. Bedi. Now, here is a lady who was ardently vociferous against Mr. Modi. Today, her principles, the cause she stood for, people are actually disappointed who actually believe genuinely in Kiran Bedi as an individual. Now, her induction has taken a dent at two levels. First is at her individual, that how conveniently she has taken a U-turn. And second is on the poll prospect of BJP. Now, I think we are all seeing how dissatisfied is the cadre. Secondly, people are not easily able to digest her presence within the party. Thirdly, neither she is tall enough a leader who can overshadow BJP's non-committal approach for the past 1 year. They played musical chairs with the government formation. She cannot control the unruly communal agenda. They have tried to stir Trilokpuri. So I think her presence has hurted the party worker. As far as larger issues are concerned, she's not such a tall leader whose presence will, overshadow the shortcoming of the BJP. And frankly, I think this election is not going to be about personalities. People have swallowed a bitter pill. Personalities alone do not mean governance. We've seen that with Mr. Kejriwal. It's people will just juxtapose Delhi 94 to Delhi 98, 98 to 2013.
I don't know about the personality part. Atishi, I'll bring you in on that because that's a good cue on which to take off on what Arvind Kejriwal had actually said earlier today about challenging Kiran Bedi to a public debate. Now, there are a lot of people, at least online, who supported that idea. She doesn't seem too enthusiastic about it. But many would argue that we don't have a presidential style of elections. It is a parliamentary or, form. Parties are not obliged to choose candidates in advance, and so we can't go the American way. Why is Arvind then so keen on having this format in debate?
While Nidhi, I agree that we don't have a presidential style of government, but even then, whenever people are voting for a party, they are also voting for a leader, in addition to voting for a vision. So I think that the people of Delhi would want to know what the vision of their prospective chief minister is. So the reason that Arvind asked Kiran Bedi to come to a public forum and have a debate is because now that she has been anointed the chief ministerial face, it would be good to know what does she think on the question of electricity tariffs. What does she think on the question of slum regularization? What does she think about what BJP leaders have been saying of girls not being allowed to wear jeans? What does she think on the question of leaders saying that women should have 4 children? These are multiple issues that face the people of Delhi. These are questions that the people of Delhi have. So why is it that given that she has been anointed the chief ministerial face, why is she running away from a debate?